Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day and I hope you had a wonderful week last week. For those of you who are new here, my name is Paula and I'm a 22-year-old college student and single mommy of one baby girl. I work full-time as a nurse's assistant and I have recently begun a journey to become debt-free in order to provide a better, more fulfilling life for me and my daughter. One where we are more than comfortable financially and don't ever have to go without. So if that sounds like something you can get behind, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any of our progress on our journey to financial freedom. So yes, today we are going to be cash stuffing the second paycheck of November, and then at the end we are going to be doing a debt update so that you guys can see what progress we've been making, what has been going in and out financially, as well as how much we're going to be able to contribute to our main debt this week. So let's go ahead and count this money. It should be $775. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure that this is $775 so that we can make sure everything is accounted for. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we do have our 775 here. So let's go ahead and organize this. All right, we have our 20s. Okay. All right, 5, and then our 1s here. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to go ahead and cash up is going to be my cash envelopes. So this is going to be all the money that we have spent throughout the week. And this week was definitely interesting, you guys. We definitely did have a lot more purchases than I thought we were going to have. We'll explain it as we get through it, but yeah, hopefully it'll make sense in the end here. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to go ahead and see what we have is gas. So we do have some money left over in gas. I told y'all that, 2 weeks ago I was able to fill up, and so we've just been maintaining it each week and not letting it get on E. So I've been able to have some money left over, so I'm very pleased about that. So we have $5, $6, $7, $8, and $9 left over in gas. I think it took $25. And then we have some coins, but we'll do that at the end. And then this week we're going to put $30 towards it as well, just in case there's any faloo and I got to run extra errands and whatever else. So I'm just going to put a 20 and a 10 in here. So we have a 20 and then we have a 10. So yeah, let's put that in there. All right, and so next we have restaurants. I told you guys that it was my dad's birthday. It's actually this Tuesday, but we just went over the weekend so that we did not have to play those games. Wait, when did we go? Yeah, we went Sunday. No, it was on Tuesday. His birthday was on Tuesday, and we went Sunday. Yeah, we went Sunday. We went to a nice little fish camp. It was really, really good actually. And I did end up spending all of the money that I had in here, but then my brother repaid me back in cash, so I didn't have him use his card. I was like, let me just, let's just make it easy. Let's just pay in cash, because I know people who work in restaurants prefer cash. So I was like, let's just pay it in cash. Don't worry about the card and just pay me back. And then ended up he had cash, so whatever, he paid me back. So in restaurants we have 20, 40, 45, 46, and 47, and these are upside down. So we have $47 here left over because that was basically his portion of the bill, including tip and all of that. So yes, I did, well, hold on. Yeah, and then eating out, that was the only food that we got this week, I think. No, I'm lying. I did go to Chick-fil-A again. Like I said, we're starting to wean off of that. So this week I am actually meal prepping. We already have the grocery list. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the grocery order today, and it has all my meal prep stuff in it. So yes, we will be taking lunch next week, so I'm very happy about that. Either way though, I am going to put $12 towards this just in case, anything, comes up. So I'm going to put a 10 and a 2 in here. So put $10 and then 2 1s in here just in case anything comes up. It shouldn't, but it's just in case. So yes, I'm very excited to be meal prepping and to be packing my lunch. You know, you just gotta make things fun and efficient, and I think that that'll really work for me. If I can make it fun, efficient, and kind of easy, this will be very sustainable. So anyways, next we have baby girl, and I did have to spend some money for her this week, and that's why I said like later on we'll do like the debt update and like what money has been going in and out on cards, because you know when you go to Walmart and it's like self checkout, like it's just easier to put it on the card and whatever. So I did spend some of this money, but we will go ahead and calculate that at the end. But I guess I could keep this in here because I'm putting another 20 in here anyway, so we'll just keep this pretty 20 in here, and then obviously it's like one left over, so I guess I'll just put this back here then because it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we have spa. So we have a few dollars left over from my nails. I did end up getting my nails done and my feet done, but it did come in like over budget, so I budgeted 120 for it, and then it was like 122 before tip, and I was like, wow, like y'all are really taxing me right now. But I only get it done once a month, so I was like, you know what, let me just grab one of my emergency 20s out of here, and then this is what is left over from that $140 that I used, because he does a really good job and I really like him. So, you know, I was like, let me just pay what I gotta pay. I get it done once a month. It's my one little splurge, one little self-care thing that I do a month. So it just is what it is. So we have $1, $2, and $3 left from that. Just put this in the back there. So for spa's not getting anything this week, probably nothing until next month, till I want to get my nails redone. So then we have adventures, nothing is going in adventures either, so we're not going to worry about that. And then necessities, I think we have 30 in here, and I definitely did spend this because Honora is sick right now, unfortunately. She got hand, foot, and mouth, which is I don't remember what my mom actually said the virus is, but it's called hand, foot, and mouth now. They done changed the name, and she got it from the daycare, and of course they won't take her when she's sick. So I'm just like, oh, this daycare life is very, very, very annoying. I don't know how many other people have their kids in daycare, but if you can relate, girl, like it is trash. Like she keeps getting sick, and it's like she's getting sick from the daycare, and I'm like, to an extent, I'm like, okay, well, her immune system is building, this and the third, but it's like she feels terrible while she's sick, and then my sleep is terrible when she's sick because she's irritable and angry. And with hand, foot, and mouth, there's like it almost looks like chickenpox, but it's not chickenpox, thank God. Chickenpox is going to be worse because you know you get shingles later in life, or you can get shingles later on. So this is not that, but it looks like it. There's lots of little bumps and like fever blisters almost, and they're tiny because she's tiny, but it looks insane, and they're red, and they're supposed to crust over at some point. And then they say that there can be like sores in the mouth, which is really gross, and so that makes her like not want to eat. So I had to buy her some Pedialyte and then get her some like Tylenol and stuff like that. So yeah, basically. But I just take out everything from here because all the debt is going to the same place anyways. All of this stuff is, when I calculate how much I'm about to pay off in debt, it's all going to go to the same place. So we're just going to take all of this out, and then I'm going to put 15 in here because I got a bunch of Pedialyte and Tylenol, so she should be good for a while, depending on they said it'll only take about a week, and she's had it for a couple of days. So yeah, that's that. So necessities is gonna get 15, so we're gonna put a 10 and a 5. But yeah, it's just really annoying because they make you pay as if she was there. Unless you take the whole week off, you still have to pay, and when you take the whole week off, you still have to pay half. So I'm just like, it's annoying because it's like they're making her sick. You know, like the regular cold from the daycare, like germs, okay, cool, but she has a whole full body rash, and it's like concerning. It's like a normal thing, but it's like annoying to me because I'm like, girl, she got it from the daycare, and I'm having to pay y'all for her not being here. It's crazy. Anyways, that is all for our cash envelopes. That is what we have this week. So lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and take out our coins this week. So let's see what coins we have in here. So we have my emergency 20. I'm thinking about replacing that, honestly, but I'm not going to replace it this week. But I am thinking about replacing it. I also did not get the coins out of my car just yet, but I will be doing that. Girl, what are you doing over there? So yes, only a few coins. These are from when I got gas. So yeah. And then like I said, probably next week I'll probably just grab the ones out of my car. And so we'll store those as well. So let me put this key back in here. And then that is all that we have for the cash envelopes this week. All right, and then let's go ahead and grab my coin jar. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put my 20 back in there. Okay, so that's that. Sorry, y'all, let me put my 20 back in here. It's disheveled. But yeah, Honora is here at home. It's Friday, but so she would have been at daycare, but like I said, they're not gonna take her when she's not there. I don't know why they can't have like an isolated, like children that are sick with the same stuff, because they have multiple kids out with the same sickness and they can administer medicine there. So I'm like, girl, I don't know. But anyways, Honora doesn't mind being home, I don't think, but she does like, you know, having fun with her friends and all of that stuff. But anyways, let's go on to my other binder. Okay, so this is my other binder. This has all of my little long-term savings, kind of like my foundational binder. So we will be addressing my debt in this one because that is the literal first envelope, because we're gonna get this debt paid down, girl, okay? So for today, that means that all the rest of this money that we have here is going to debt. And then once we stuff this, we'll do all the calculations, stuff like that on my iPad so that y'all can see in depth exactly what is going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and count this. Let me just organize this money first and put it in their respective spots. So we have a 10, 20, and then we have a 5, and then we have 2 1s, another 5. Should have probably counted that total to see how much we saved from the week. But we didn't really save it because, like I said, I put it on a credit card. So I didn't put it on my credit card with like the balance, because obviously that's going to make more interest accrue. I just put it on a card that I had clear. But like I said, we'll talk about that in a moment. So the rest of these are 1s. And so they're gonna go here. So let's go ahead and count how much we have. So y'all know I like to count this in sections because I am not a math girly. So let's bring the calculator out. Okay. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So we have 600 plus, then we have our 20s here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. So we have 160 plus 160. Okay. Then we have our 10s, 10 and 20 plus 20. Then we have some 5s here. So we have a 5, 10, and 15 plus 15. And then we have a few 1s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have plus 12 equals $807 that we are going to be contributing to debt. So let's see what we spent on the cards this week, so that we can calculate how much we are going to be putting or contributing towards our debt that has a long-standing balance on it. So let's go ahead and do those calculations. So this is kind of a lot. So this is like, I really don't want to rip this by putting this in here. So we're just gonna move this along over here, and then we'll just move this down here. And then let me grab my iPad so that we can go ahead and calculate these numbers. Okay, so we're just gonna do it this way so that everything can kind of like be here and visual and on camera. So let me make sure we're in frame here. We are, doesn't look crooked to me, so hopefully it doesn't look crazy to y'all. And so yeah, so we have this here. So let's go ahead and talk about what the numbers are this week. So like I told y'all, we were going to go ahead and get Honora some onesies for the winter, but ended up I found stuff for Christmas, because I was gonna get her a couple of things for Christmas, and then I found her some warmer onesies for this winter time. And then I also found some clothing items for her photo shoot. So we did go over budget because my budget was, last week when I told y'all I wanted to spend no more than like 150 on like just winter clothes for her, but we did go over budget because we found stuff for the photo shoot and some Christmas items. So I did put that on the Carter's card. That's an in-store card, so there was no balance on that previously. So currently it's at, let me get a different, okay, so let me make this brighter so that I can see, hopefully y'all can see that. And then let's go ahead and talk about what debt we have for this week. So Carter's, let's go with Carter's first. I went to Target and Carter's to go look for items for her. So yes, let's make this black so that y'all can see it good. And then let's write. So this is the debt. Let's call it debt for this week. Debt for the week, right? Okay, because I put this on a card, but like I said, it wasn't on a card with any balance, so we're just going to go ahead and pay this off now, since I was supposed to like use cash for this expense for the most part. Whatever. Y'all, okay. That looks terrible. No line. So we have Carter's. Like I said, we found a couple of different things there, so we did go over budget. So we spent, what did we spend at Carter's? We spent $183 at Carter's. And then at Target, this was Honora's clothing as well. Sorry, had to sneeze. At Target we spent $70. So let's do our 183 plus 70. Then we'll just have a running total. So that's 253 on Honora's clothing slash Christmas present slash stuff for our photo shoot, which is crazy because what was the most expensive out of this was our matching set, and my part of the matching set was like $53 basically. So I'm like, most of this, a good chunk of this is actually me. So that's why I'm saying, you know, the debt is the debt at this point, and all of it's going to the same place. So I'm not really going to trip about that. So that is the Carter's and the Target card. That's what we added to the debt this week. And then I did spend some money on a Visa card just for some household items. So basically it was for like necessities or like kind of like other that I didn't really account for, including Honora's, like all of her Pedialyte, because that did go over $20. I spent like $40 on Pedialyte so that she could have it for the whole week, and she's been drinking a lot of that because the doctor said make sure she's hydrated, give her Pedialyte, like baby yogurt, just like cold stuff. And so yes, because her drinking her formula, it wasn't really doing enough to keep her hydrated. So yeah, she's really been liking the Pedialyte, so I made sure to stock up on that basically, because it doesn't expire until 2025. So I was like, let's just stock up on that. It is what it is. It's for her sickness. I just have to get it. And then I bought a couple of other things for the house, and then just things to make my life easier, honestly. So that was a total of $272. So let's go ahead and add that. So 272 there. So that is $525 of debt that we have added this week. So quite a lot, but you know, things happen. And like I said, in terms of Honora's clothes, we found a good bit of stuff for multiple reasons, multiple occasions. So yeah, that is that. And then if we go ahead and calculate, okay, cute, there we go. So then, no ma'am. Oh my god, it just freaking, bro. Just go ahead and redo that. Let me see if it'll redo that line. Okay, there we go. So stop playing with me, please. I don't know why I did that. So anyways, The last week debt that we had was the Cap 1 and the Discover. That is my long-term balances. So currently the Capital One, because y'all know we contributed a good amount last week. So Capital One is currently sitting at 1,413. Last week it was sitting at $1,989. So that's quite an improvement. And then we have the Discover. And right now the Discover is sitting at 6,525. And last week the Discover was sitting at, oh, sorry. This was last week's number. Okay. So last week, girl, see this little iPad, please stop playing. Okay, so this was last week's number. And then now it's sitting at 6,441. And I believe that I just went ahead and paid off the monthly balance, which is 140. So what we're probably going to do this week is just put the bulk towards the Capital One and this debt, because I've already paid the balance for this month. And I'm kind of doing a, what is it? This is the Snowball method, I think, or is this the Avalanche? No, this is the Snowball method. So yes, pay off what we spent this week, get that out of my face, and then the lowest one first. So yeah, we counted this and I don't remember how much this was. So I'm just gonna count this again really quick. I'm sorry, this video is so like unorganized and disheveled right now. But let me just go ahead and count this. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the details. So I'm just gonna count it myself. For whatever reason, I don't know why that's at 0. So 600, oh, it was 807, I'm tripping. Okay, it was 807. Okay, so that was 807. So we have a debt contribution, let's do it like that, contribution of 807. So let's see how much we're going to be able to put towards the Capital One after taking this out. So we have, let's 807 minus 525. Okay, so debt contribution 282. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we had a good amount in the cash envelopes to put towards everything. So that makes me so much happier, because when I first did the calculations to see like how much out of my actual paycheck I was going to be able to put toward debt, it was like 174. So this is almost double. If I'm doing the math correctly, it's almost double. It's significantly more, so I'm happy about that. So we have 807 that's going all the way towards the debt, and then we're putting 525 toward these debts just to get these paid off, because this was for the week. We don't want any interest to gain on this. And then we're gonna put the, what is this, 282? So 282 toward the Cap 1, which will bring the Cap 1 down to 1413 minus 282 equals $1,131. So I'm actually quite pleased by that. It's some progress to make. Like I said, I told y'all last week it was definitely giving hamster wheel, and this week it's still giving hamster wheel a little bit, because I did not expect to spend this amount of money. I really did not. I wanted to put a lot more toward the debt, but at the end of the day, life happens. You have to, you know, take care of your family, take care of, you know, what other household things you have to take care of, and stuff costs money. So it is what it is. We were able to put some money towards the debt. I'm very happy about it. This will not be happening next week. I can promise you that, because no ma'am, I'm not going to any more stores. I'm not going to any more stores this week. Oh, I do have some sheets to buy, but that should be it. I have sheets to buy for Nora's crib. My aunt is giving us her granddaughter's crib. They're going into a toddler bed now, so I'm very pleased about that. I get a crib for free. I don't have to build it. It's already built. All I have to do is buy a sheet. So I'll be buying a sheet for that so that Nora now has a bed to sleep in, because she is a crawler mover baby now, and I cannot trust her sleeping on the bed next to me, and sleeping on the floor is not it right now, because she crawls around and then she'll get into things and then she'll start crying, and I'm like, girl, I don't have time for that. She needs to be behind those crib walls, okay? So yes, so let's go ahead. I did create a debt tracker, so let's go ahead and edit that. Like I said, I really apologize, y'all, for this video being so kind of like all over the place and kind of like really unorganized. But yeah, so let me go into that. There used to be a little thing here where I could like pull it up, but I don't remember how to do that. So yeah, I don't remember how to do that. Nora's crying. I don't know if y'all can hear that. My mom is out there with her. So let me go ahead and pull my debt tracker up really quick. Okay, so here's the debt tracker that I created last week. And so this is all the progress that we have made towards that principal debt. So that is my cap one and the Discover. That was overall about 8,000, basically $9,000 after I added everything up. And so the first time we contributed $625 on 10/27, and then we contributed $972 on 11/3, so November 3rd. So this week I'm not going to count, so we have $807 that we are contributing toward debt, but we're not contributing all of that toward the debt principal. We're only contributing $282 to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in 2 of these because these are all worth $100. And then next week, once it hits $100, oh, actually, I'm tripping because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but we didn't account for the 72 here. So let's do 72 plus our 282 equals 354. So we can color in 3 of these, and that'll be that. And so the 54 will be added to the next one so that we can add that to what we're coloring next week. So yes, let's go ahead and do that. So I think I put it in my favorites. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna color in 2 of these here. This is just so cute to me. I made this with Canva. And I'm just like, let's just make a cute and fun way to track the debt, because, you know, it can be so discouraging and like depressing. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. But this needs to be inside the lines. Okay, so yes, that's one. And then we have the second one here. No, that's outside the line. Yeah, no, I don't play that. So yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we have contributed a good amount toward the debt, but you know, I did have to purchase those things for nursing school, so that made it go up. But I've come to the conclusion that we are not putting any more money on the cards that have a long-standing balance, because I don't want to be adding, you know, interest to that and just giving them a reason to charge me more. So, you know, if I have to buy something online, or if it's just more simple to buy it or on a card, then I'll just put that on a card that I don't have any balance on, and then just pay it off that week instead of just continuing to add to the overall debt, and then them charging me hundreds of dollars in interest like a month. So I don't want to do that. So yeah, so this week we contributed $282. So I'm just gonna write that. Ooh, wait a minute now. So we're gonna write that we contributed $282 on, what day is it? The 10th. So 11, 10, 11, 10, okay, 23. So if we add all of these together, this should be the certain amount bubbled in. So we have 625 plus 972 plus 282 equals $1,879 that we have contributed overall to our debt. So I'm just going to divide that by 100. So that's going to be 18 bubbled in, since we're not at 19 yet. So I just want to make sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. So that means next week, since we are like kind of like halfway there, I'm not really sure exactly. I'm going to have to figure out how to calculate this properly so that I bubble in the correct amount. Actually, we'll probably just do that and make sure that whatever needs to be bubbled in is bubbled in, because it's uneven and I'm not gonna like bubble in half. So yeah, so that is what we have contributed to our debt so far. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very pleased with that number, and hopefully we'll be done with this soon. Honestly, like, we have quite a bit of ways to go. Like, I have 4 pages here, and that, I think this 4 pages equals to like maybe 10,000. I know it equals at least however much we did. So yes, I'm very much so happy to see all of these colored in, and hopefully we'll have a lot more of these colored in here soon so that we can hurry up and get this debt paid down and I don't have to worry about these credit cards no more. So yes, that is all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and being here. I hope that you guys are doing well on your financial journeys, or if you're just here watching, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.